Here's your queen, bitch.
You hear him?
Alright, so we're going to be taking a look at a couple of hands from the Hustler Casino with this guy. Gaston's only played 2 games before at the Hustler Casino, so there isn't too many hands to go over. This first one, Mariano 3-bets pre-flop to 2,000 with Queen 9 of diamonds, and surprisingly Gaston and Dr. H are also both holding diamonds. They make the call, and the flop is Jack Queen 4, no diamonds. But they do all hit a pair. Gaston and Dr. H both check, and Mariano decides to bet out 2,100 with his top pair. Gaston makes the call, and Dr. H also makes the call, which I wasn't expecting, but honestly isn't that horrible of a move with the size of this pot. They go to the turn, and it's the 3 of clubs. So Dr. H takes the lead with his 2 pair, and there's now 2 clubs on the board. Gaston checks it down, and Dr. H also decides to check, which I gotta stop and say that I really don't like this move. When you're playing a hand like 4-3, this is about as good as it gets by the turn. I'm not saying I think he should have went all in, but I think he could have went with a bet around pot size just to put a little bit of pressure. Anyway, Mariano checks, and the river is the 9 of clubs. So Mariano picks up 2 pair, but it is a club, and there's now a couple of straight draws to get there. Gaston and Dr. H both check, and Mariano bets out 7,800. Gaston is next to act and only has a pair of jacks, so this is obviously an easy fold.
Wow. He turns his hand into a bluff. Ace Jack of diamonds here. Wow, no club, no 10, no king. Gaston just goes for it.
So Gaston goes all in, and he gets Dr. H to fold with his 2 pair. Definitely not what I was expecting, but now he's got Mariano in a pretty weird spot. It's another 13,000 to call, and Mariano is holding a pretty solid hand. Obviously, he loses to a flush, a straight, any set, so really Mariano is only going to make the call here if he thinks that Gaston is full of it.
Call. Wow. Great call. Mariano does it. 55,000 headed his way.
Mariano does eventually end up making a really nice call and wins around 30,000. This next one, Mike X raises pre-flop to 2,000 with Ace Jack, and Gaston looks down at Pocket Kings, so he's gonna raise it up to 6,000. Mike X only thinks it over for a few seconds before deciding that he doesn't like this guy.
Mike X.
Mike X makes the push, and Gaston obviously makes the call, and they run the board 1 time.
The gamble today, 1 time.
Yeah, aces? Oh, no, I have ace.
No, you really wanted to dust it, huh?
I'm building up the stack, or either giving away or building up the double up to you.
Oh, he finds it. Oh, no. Look, they're giving him the early doom zoom.
Out of my hand.
Oh, it hurts. Look how many times he's shifted in his chair. He's dead. He's dead.
Thanks,
He's literally dead.
Here's your queen, bitch.
You hear him?
So Gaston hits one of the dirtiest boards I've ever seen with Pocket Kings and decides to call it a night. Mike X ended the game up about 75,000, with Gaston holding the biggest losses around 86,000. And the game before this one, he lost about 42,000. So as of right now, he's down a total of 128,000 with 2 games played. Not the best start to his live stream career, but Gaston was willing to make some big plays and was definitely not boring, so I have a feeling that we're going to be seeing him play at the Hustler a lot more this year.